Igniting community, a safe space to learn, share, and grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe below.
Hey there, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Tarot Tuesdays. This is your weekly intuitive tarot card and crystal reading. And my name is Rebecca Schmidt of Trust the Effing Process and Ignite in Community. So thank you so much for joining me. Just before I get started, if you can hit that subscribe button down below, show your support. If you enjoyed the video and the reading, please hit that like button and share with a friend so that we can keep offering you videos like this. Okay, guys, I'm happy to be here today. It's February 1st. We just had a new moon in Aquarius. So there's this new sense of like freedom, or the energy. You're going to, if you're not noticing it already, you probably will notice it in the next few days going forward, and we'll see what the cards have to say about this as well. I think it's not going to be as heavy as January has been for many people. There was a lot of feels that everybody's been feeling, and a lot of things are pushing buttons and triggering all kinds of things up and out that maybe you wanted to keep in there because nobody wants to feel that. But guess what? You got to feel it to heal it. Yeah. So anyway, here we are in February. And I really do think it's going to be a lot different. And all the planets are going to be going direct after. I think Mercury goes direct in a few days, and then everything, all the other planets are in forward motion. So you're going to start, it's, that slow build up, but soon I think there's going to be a forward momentum and a lot more motivation. And you'll see advances, technological advances, as well as maybe you're breaking free of something, or breaking free of ways of thinking or believing. There's a plan in the stars, right? That's what it feels like. It's Aquarius season. Maybe see some big humanitarian efforts, or I'm hearing things being exposed. So, hang in there. I feel like I said hang in there as I looked at the screen and at the hammock that I'm swinging on. Hanging in there. Okay, guys, I chose a crystal for this wonderful weekly reading, and I'm really happy to be sharing this. This is a piece of yellow calcite, and it really just has this wonderful energy of kind of happiness, and like it's uplifting, and it connects in with our solar plexus and our power center, and optimism, and I feel like it's like facing fear and courage, I guess is what I'm wanting to say with that. I feel like it brings this sense of joy and like this willingness to put yourself out there and try new things, right? New experiences, again, new ways of thinking. It's like, I feel like it's like so bright, like the sun, that's illuminating perhaps things that you just hadn't noticed before. They don't have to be so like heavy and whatever. It just feels like it's bringing in, or maybe you're now able to, like, those things aren't so scary because they're not in the shadows anymore. They've been brought out to the light. And now if things have been exposed, so to say, as that word came up, and now I feel like you're using them like for the best. So and you turn like water into wine. It's like you're taking something that has been somewhat detrimental or difficult or a struggle or painful or whatever it was for you, and you're changing it, right? It's like alchemy, which is wonderful. And this is like a little gold nugget. I love it. Okay, guys, let's pull some cards here and really see what energies are around you, and maybe some guidance on those. I love that the first card that pops out here, and it literally went pop. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. This is the Star card. So the Star is a Major Arcana card, and I like to explain the Major Arcana cards as more to do kind of with your soul's purpose or your soul's evolution, where it wants your physical body to be moving towards. And it's got kind of a greater energy than your day-to-day life things. So this is the star, and it does have to do, it's the Aquarius card. How great. And we just talked about the new moon being in Aquarius. And new moons are all about, planting seeds and putting your intentions out there. We're in a new month. Let's move forward with new energy. And this is a sense of renewal and having like opportunity. And there's a sense of peace. And this is also known to be like the wish card, or like hopes and dreams. And there's this sense of balance, right? Flow, connection. It's really wonderful energy. So I feel like, there's a lot going on in the stars. All the planets are moving direct. Can you trust the effing process? Can you get out of your own way and just let things happen? When you feel the need, or you kind of get a message to do something, then do it then. Until then, just do your thing. Do what feels good. Enjoy movement that feels good, or friends that feel good, or foods that feel good, or work that you need to do. Whatever you're needing to be working on, or maybe you don't do anything. Maybe you just sit and swing in a hammock. Maybe you pull some cards. But this is a sense of healing, okay? This is a sense after the terror. Maybe it was terror. Interesting. I was going to say Tower card, which is the card that comes before this, which is the sense of, we had it a few weeks ago actually, or was that last week? Somewhere in the last 2 weeks anyway, where there was some sudden change, and it's been needed. And now here we are for the rebirth, right? Everything came crashing down, and now we have the opportunity and freedom to rebuild in a new, very new way. I love it. Yes, with the yellow and the star. It feels good. I feel calm, much calmer than maybe I have felt in a while. So I'm liking that. They're bringing me to the fact that this person is naked on the card, meaning they're not hiding anything anymore. There's no secrets. You can be yourself. You can be who you are. And if you're not sure who that is, then I think you're about to discover that. And that's maybe going to be the focus for this week, or maybe going forward for a while, of who am I? Who am I? Who am I without that? Who am I without them? Who am I if I don't believe in that? Who am I if I don't work there? Who am I if I'm not that person? Maybe just ask yourself a few of those questions. It's coming up, and it wants to flow. It wants you to just move. Maybe there's something in you that needs to move, whether that's an energy is being blocked, or emotions that have been blocked, or maybe you're blocking yourself from allowing yourself to have this wonderful abundance. So get out of your own way. Woo! Okay, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, now we have the Empress. This is another major arcana card. This is pretty wild. So there's big energies around us this week that have to do with your soul growth, your soul purpose. And it's just bigger than, your day-to-day life. The Empress has to do with abundance. I just said that word. It has to do with self-worth, creation. Some of you may hear about pregnancies. We're talking about rebirth. So it may be in that way, where there's been an ending in your life, or a version of you, more than likely. And now, you're blossoming into this new version of you. And I think that you're going to be a lot more comfortable with who you are now. Now that you've it's like you've let go of some false narrative, or persona, or something that you were carrying, or maybe you were just allowing others to think that of you, or maybe you were thinking something about yourself, and now you've realized, whoa, okay, wow. That's a change of plan. So now you're saying, or maybe you weren't allowing yourself to have this authenticity and be who you are and just allow yourself to flow and not try to force things to happen, and know that you deserve the comforts and whatever it is that you're wanting to birth. Some of you may in fact hear pregnancy news, or birth news, or something to do with even the creation of a new project, or if it's that, it feels like something that's like a really important form of self-expression. Some of you may dive into something with nurturing. Maybe you're nurturing yourself. Maybe you've decided to start journaling comes through, or some sort of business that gives back to others that also, really allows you to, I'm hearing, flourish. So there's this real sense of kind of taking back your power, but in this very, feminine, energetic way. So when I feel like when I do that, it's like there's been this balancing, and maybe that's what's been going on, and that's what was so heavy, was kind of this balancing of the masculine and feminine within you and your surroundings, and the people in your life, your belief system. And I think on a collective, that's what we've been seeing, even though it's coming out in kind of some drastic and dramatic ways. Now there's this sense, and I can hear it in my voice, of just a softer time period, being softer with yourself, being softer with others, and really tuning inward. Not that you're spending all this time inward and not with other people, but with your needs. Really putting those needs first, and knowing that it's like you're really nurturing yourself and allowing yourself the comforts, good comforts of life, right? Love it. All right. I'm going to pull one more card here and check out what else wants to be shared. Lovely. This is the Three of Wands, also known as the Three of Fire. And Three of Wands, Three of Fire, Three of Rods. And it's an energy of, I think you're really, okay, so I'm sorry, I was jumping into some other messages there. It's a card that has to do with, there's a bit of a pause as your ships are lining up and coming into dock with these new experiences, these new opportunities. Many of you are envisioning the future. You already have, and now you're starting to see it line up. You're seeing the dots start to connect. The people are starting to have those conversations. It's energetically all around you. Maybe you're feeling it. There's a lot of optimism. Maybe you're committed to what this new future or new project or new creation, new putting yourself first and being true to yourself and your values and your beliefs, really diving into your deep beliefs and what actually feels right. I feel like that's where there's a lot of balance and flow now that you perhaps didn't have before. It just feels like someone's writing lyrically. Maybe they're creating music, or is it journaling or writing, but it's very like soulful. It's so whatever, maybe you're artistic or dance or movement, but it's very, very soulful. And maybe that's what you're doing as you wait for, everything to be lining up here, but just keep envisioning that feeling, how it's going to feel. You may not know everything that's going to be happening, but kind of what the feeling that you want to have. Do you know the feeling that you want to have? Focus on that. That is going to take you places. And perhaps in at a distance, or perhaps that's the technology aspect of it. Connecting with people and collaborating with people in other parts of the world. Well, as I said that, the Two of Wands now pops out, and he's literally, this person, he or she, has the whole world in their hand. They're holding the globe. So I do feel like, if this is technology based or you making plans, perhaps we're going to see some world events. This card can do with making a kind of an action plan, a step-by-step action plan, and then, of course, allowing everything to line up. If there is a partnership with a creative project or in a love connection, that can be growing, or you're visualizing that if it hasn't come in yet. I feel like there's a connection. So I don't know if there's like people in two countries, or your clients are at a distance, or maybe you take a job that is virtual, which is a lot of what's going on these days. Or maybe there's something you're now working, online with. So working or connecting or it's out there. Things are moving fast, and there's it's exciting and it's passionate. And maybe you're sharing your news. Maybe you're sharing with another some of the plans that you've been desires that you have, and passion project, or perhaps whatever it is you're birthing here. I feel like you're getting ready to put it out there. So this, you're not quite all the way to reaching your goal, but this week feels good. This week feels good, guys. So I'm going to leave that there. Stay in this energy, right? Stay in this joy, stay in this optimism. I'm super happy to be able to share those messages with you. Oh, I'm hearing one more card. I was not going this long. Okay, it's going to be a quick one. Excuse me, there it is. It's the King of Swords. So there might be something to do with the law, or somebody who's a professional, or an authoritarian of sorts, or even an author that's like around you or in the news. Something is feeling like it's being communicated, boundaries are being set. Maybe there's new rules and regulations to do with travel. I say that because of the other cards that came up here, and this sense of freedom that seems to be coming out. So we'll see what that's about. But there's truth here, that's for sure. There's no... it's like cutting to the chase. So cutting away anything else that kind of like barriers is what's coming through. All right. Awesome. I love that reading. Okay. Have a great week. If you're ready for a personal reading, or you want to gift one to someone else, please reach out. All my socials are down below. I offer distance reading, video readings, or if you happen to be here in the area in Costa Rica, I would love to meet up with you one-on-one and connect into the energies around you and give you a more in-depth reading. Please check out all the other wonderful videos on our channel. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for another episode of Tarot Tuesdays. Take care. Peace out. Much love. Pura vida.